Well, this is a very historic day. This room, as many of you know who have visited before, is the so-called ceremonial room. It's a repository of the history of the administrations going back to the advent of statehood in 1959. In this room are portraits of the previous governors, including the last territorial governor of the territory of Hawaii, Bill Quinn, who was the first elected member of this august body displayed on the walls. On this floor, in this iconic building, opposite this room and these set of offices here are the offices of the Lieutenant Governor. We have this legacy before us then manifest today in the person of Shan Tsutsui. It's a bit of a coincidence, but also a happy confluence of events that as our new delegation was sworn in today in Washington, D.C., a new era began. Literally, we have come to the 21st century with this series of swearing-ins today in Washington, D.C. and in Honolulu. The legacy of the territory was changed and yanked, if you will, into the 20th century in 1954 with the election of Senator Inouye and his colleagues, the legacy of which is represented by members of the legislature here to join with the Lieutenant Governor today as he's sworn in by the Chief Justice. 1954 represented a sea change in Hawaii economic and political and social life. We came into the 20th century. The legacy of that era, as manifest in the two senatorial seats occupied by Daniel Akaka and, of course, Dan Inouye, came to an end with the retirement of Senator Akaka and the passing of Senator Inouye. We literally then have come into the 21st century, the next era, based on the foundation and legacy of not just those two men, but the men and women of the entire spectrum of time, from 1954 to statehood until this morning. These young ones here today are listening. When is this man going to stop talking so my daddy can be formally sworn in? But they literally, and Shan and his children, and his family, and the family of Senator Schatz now, they are five young ones, 13 and younger, from 13 to 5 years old. This is the 21st century. This is the transition to the next era of Hawaii political, economic, and social life. So it's a great honor and a privilege for someone who had the honor to be able to work with Senator Inouye and the other Democrats, many of whom have passed on as well. In 1959, my first election in 1959, in that fall election, to have the privilege of playing a transitional role, a small role, in being able to observe and participate in this transition to the new century. The vigor, the already extensive experience, the commitment, the firm foundation that has been laid for us, that is represented in Lieutenant Governor Tsutsui, is something that I have complete confidence in. This is a partnership based on a rich heritage of political endeavor, of people seeking freedom and opportunity, seeking to make a new life in paradise. This has been the history of the islands. I sent today the pullout from today's Star Advertiser. Is the Star Advertiser represented here today? I hope. Is there? There we are. Oh, they're way over here. Keith. Very good. You were part of putting the photographs together today for the pullout?
No, I just pushed the button.
Okay, yeah, well, you pushed the button. You made it happen. I don't. If you haven't had an opportunity to see the pullout today of Kilauea, the 30th anniversary is also the 30th anniversary of Kilauea. I took it out myself and appended a little note to the President, Michelle, and the girls today in case they didn't have an opportunity to see it. I thought it was important for the President's daughters, Keikiokaina of these islands, the President of the United States, for his daughters to see a present-day visual representation of the creation of the islands. Kilauea represents how these islands were thrust up out of the sea over millions of years to give us the opportunity to be here today. And so these islands have always represented to everyone who came here from the original Polynesian voyagers the opportunity for new life. Everything on these islands has been brought to these islands, including human beings. We make of these islands what we will, and whether paradise is in fact made by us and worthy of this creation process that took literally millions of years is up to the talent in the room. I've often said, and the Lieutenant Governor has heard me say before, that and you folks here, they know what's coming. I see Kalani's nodding his head already. They know what's coming, but it's worth repeating. The Constitution does not guarantee good government. And the Chief Justice is nodding his head now. He knows that. The Constitution doesn't guarantee us good government. It guarantees us the opportunity for good government. Whether we get good government depends on the talent in the room. And we've got the talent in the room. We have the talent in Washington. We have the will, we have the way to accomplish it. So I'm very, very pleased today to welcome the previous 12th Senate President of the state of Hawaii as Lieutenant Governor. He's the first Senate President from Maui, as well as the youngest. He was elected to the Senate in 2002, representing the 5th Senatorial District, Central Maui. It was then the 4th Senatorial District before reapportionment. He had previous leadership positions, recognized right away for the talent, for the commitment. He was Vice Chair of Ways and Means, one of the most important committees in terms of the present and future of the state, and the Majority Caucus leader. Majority Caucus leader because it was understood that he could help put the votes together to move legislation forward. Graduated from Maui High School in 1989. His bachelor's degree in economics at the University of Hawaii in 1994. Too bad you left then. They could have used you about a year ago when the concert got put together. Lindell is with him, and Michaela, Kaylee, and Kenna are here with him. The future of Hawaii. I expect you to be friends with Senator Schatz's children too, okay? We're going to take names. We're going to put an integrated basketball team together with them. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, in the wake of the swearing in today of our new congressional delegation, the Chief Justice will make a few remarks and then have a formal swearing in, and the Lieutenant Governor will sign himself in. And we can all then, as Reverend Abraham Akaka said to us on many, many occasions, when there were occasions of joy, we can raise a great noise.
Thank you, Governor. And I'd like to just express my appreciation of being invited to be here today for this historic day. The office of Lieutenant Governor will be in very, very good hands. Thank you so much for asking me to administer the oath. If you would, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Shan S. Tsutsui,
I, Shan S. Tsutsui,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Hawaii,
and the Constitution of the State of Hawaii,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
and that I would faithfully discharge my duties
as Lieutenant Governor of the State of Hawaii
as Lieutenant Governor of the State of Hawaii
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations,
Thank you
Lieutenant.
very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you again, Chief Justice.
Thank you.
Take care. Congratulations. For real. Congratulations.
Well, I'll try to keep this a little shorter than a governor's introduction, but I just want to take this opportunity to, again, really thank my wife and my 3 daughters, my wife Lindell, Michaela, Kaylee, and Kenna, for, being willing to be part of this adventure and this journey. We made this decision together as a family, and I'm really excited about the opportunities. I'm really excited. I want to also thank the governor for his many kind words and, again, his commitment to the state of Hawaii. And I'm certainly looking forward to be part of his administration and part of his team. I do also want to thank my former colleagues in the Senate, some of them who are here today. Thank them for, not only being great colleagues, but great friends over the last 10 years. My extended family who came all the way from Maui, again, thank you very much for being here. To the folks who really do a lot of the work on our behalf. And so I know, we're here, the governor and I get to stand up and make comments, but it's really the staff, the folks that you probably don't see who are kind of lining the back of the rooms that really make government as efficient and as effective as it is today. And so I do want to credit them and thank them for all the good work they do on behalf of the people of the state. And I certainly look forward to doing many good things over the next 2 years with the governor. So again, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.